Welcome to this look at a stunning new mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Daheim, and as the title says, this is a cracker of a map. It's not a very big map. It's by Kala. It is 317.68 megabytes download. There are 7 required mods which download automatically. In build mode, there is nothing in build mode added in over and above those required mods. There are no custom crops. That being said, I've got seasons on this one. There is spring wheat and spring barley, so the harvesting cycles have been adjusted. So if you miss your window in the autumn or whenever it is you're going to be planting, you have got a window in spring to still put some crop in the ground and still be able to harvest it in August, which is great. Contracts are available. We'll have a look at the map in a moment. That little note down the side, I think it's something to do with ports, and it begins at home, where the soul is, where the soul can be. I think it's just referring to being at home. Now I'm assuming Daheim has got something important or relevant to do with potentially colour. There's another sign later on that again is like kind of remembering your home, remembering where you come from type thing. Now I use Google Lens, so whether that's translated across properly or not I don't know. And if you're German, you're probably going to be screaming at the TV right now. Anyway, the map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with the main farm here, and we start with this plot up here. There are some other plots we're going to purchase, but just looking at prices, 365, 307, let's go for the big one over here. 533, nothing break the bank. This is, based along the same sort of principles Fruling and some of the other maps that Colour's done. Not huge. I'm amazed at 317.68 megabytes how much detail there is on this map. Like I suppose because it is a much smaller map. It feels bigger than Fruling, interestingly, with a very, very different sort of style and design to it. There are some extra plots we are going to purchase though. We're going to buy plot 46 just there for 80,000. Let's buy that. We're going to buy plot 42 just there. That's 89,952. Let's buy that. We're going to buy plot 36 there. 100,848. We're going to buy that. We're going to come down here. We're going to get plot 18 just there. We're going to get plot 26 there. 102,096. We can buy plot 30. That's got a shed on it, and there's plot 40 here which has also got a shed on it. If you wanted to buy those, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. So those are the extra plots we're going to need to purchase. Obviously any farms and stuff like that. After that is entirely up to you. So that in essence is the map. Come off of there, and it is, like I say, it is packed with detail. We do start with on New Farmer a little motorbike. Well, we start with a motorbike, let's just say that. Let's crack on around, shall we? Just past this house here, which is where Walter lives. Walter is in charge of the motocross track. There's Walter just there. We've got a motocross track just in it. I'm not going to ride around the whole thing, but it's pretty cool. If you want to do a bit of motocross, there's a jump there as well. I would say if you are going to do anything motocross wise, don't use the base game motorbike. I think we've all established right from the outset, I don't know what Giants did to it, but it's awful. If it hits a bump in the road, it's just terrible. It doesn't do well. There are plenty of other motorbikes out there that will do better, let's just say that. So from the motocross track, we're going to whiz down here to our start farm. So up the side here, now it does say in the description as well, this is something to be aware of. Most of the barns, buildings, houses, farm stuff is all integrated into the map to a degree where it's not really designed to be removed. What I do like as well is everything's weathered. It's dirty, like that's got 5% damage on it. Down there we've got our taking out for our slurry point just there. So we're standing on top of the slurry tank just here. We've got a manure spreader and we've got our large cow barn here. Now the large cow barn has got 5 out of 134. What I like about this is the cow barn is here, and this is that thing I've said many times before, because it feels very natural that it's built up over time into the landscape. That you've got the cow barn comes out the back here, sweeps down under this little bridge and comes out into the pasture here. It's got 5 cows out there, and I'm going to keep saying it looks stunning. It really does. So we're going to continue around the main farm, have a look at some of the extra stuff we've got here. We've got bale and pallet storage here. We've got a little trailer as well there, flatbed for bales, with 5 bales in it. This bale and pallet storage is 5 out of 180, just there, with silage bales in it. And then just aside here, you'll see when we get to the roads as well. The last couple of map tours I've done, I've talked about the roads. The roads on this are phenomenal. We've actually got roads with potholes and water in. It's very cool. So here we've got a little calf barn. We've got 3 out of potential 20. So you don't have to have calves in here, I suppose, but it's kind of a little calf barn. That's what it's designed to be. We've got a John Deere. And we've got our mixer wagon just there. But it's a standard animal pen, I guess, apart from the fact of the way that's been designed, which is very, very cool. We come down around here. We've got another bale and pallet storage here. This one we've got, how many was this? We've got 4 out of 180. We've got some straw bales just there. We come across the way here. Plough, cultivator, spreader. We've got chickens, 6 out of 360. Again, I like the way it's all just integrated into the barns and buildings. Windrower, tedder, forklift, come in handy. Baler, bale wrapper, again, all weathered, which is really cool. We've got a silo. I'm not sure what the capacity is because we don't have a silo that really matches up to that in the... we're going to build mode. We go across to silos. We don't have a single... that one, but that's an open bin without a top on it. Those are doubles. That one's got... yeah, so I'm not sure. It is a standard crop type. It's not a multi-fruit silo, but it's a standard crop type. It's not going to be a massive capacity, but it is there. Tractor, seeder, weeder. Come around the side here, and this is very cool. Built into the main farm. So on New Farmer, you start with a new farm. In here, we have got... if I can find it. There we go. We've got the cow farm dairy. So a little mini dairy just tucked away inside here. We open that door up. There we go. I think we can open this one as well. There we go. So a little mini farm dairy, which I really like the look of. I think it's very, very cool indeed. Round the side here, and open this one, we've got another storage. This one's pallet storage. We've got 7 out of a potential 80 stored in here. This one, I think the door only opens from the inside, this gate, because it's got a bolt thing through it. But pallet storage for 80. If we come right around the front of the building, just here, which I suppose is where you would normally come in off the main road. I came in the back way. We've got our sleep and wardrobe triggers just here for our farmhouse. Very cool. Some front loader gear and stuff there. Right. It's little stuff like smoke out the chimneys, and it just adds to the immersion on the farm, which, again, like I say, I'm really digging it. So, what have I missed? I think that's all of that there. Right, let's go in the back. Out from the farm. Slot count on New Farmer is 1,298. Slot count on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch is 1,196. Difference is you don't start with any of the equipment or machinery, including the motorbike. You don't start with any of that. But all the buildings, all the animals and stuff are all still here. But like it says in the description, it's not really designed to have those removed, so I didn't even try. I didn't even want to give that any consideration. So, barn around the back here, again, just kind of built into the landscape. Again, you probably feel this has been kind of hewn away over time to fit stuff in, or maybe that was just a natural barrier and they built the shed to the size. I don't know, it just has that feel to it. But all the ground texture and stones and all adds. Trailer, header and header trailer. Tanker, nothing in it, but again, bit of damage. Harvester, rear mounted mower, and that is the farm. That is the back for... that's the feed for the chickens, I think that is. Right, back on the old motorbike, let's go. Yes, I did say that on purpose. That's what my dad always used to say. This is one of those maps that there's a lot going on, and it's kind of drawing me. I like this style of map. It's not too big, it's not too cumbersome, it's not too much to have to deal with, you know. So this is one of the plots we purchased on the main screen. So this is an additional cow pasture. The cows are already in it, but we have got 5 out of a potential 47 out here. If you look bottom left on the mini map, we're at plot 46 just here. We're going to do a sort of strange, weird kind of a spiral route round. We're coming back off the tracks onto the main road. Little things like that, a bench with a litter bin next to it and things like that. Just here we've got Sawmill. And Noah stood behind the logs at the back there. Now we'll come back into here and we'll go to... So these are what are owned now, because some of the bits of land I bought. So the goat farm dairy, greenhouse 1 and 2 are on plots we've purchased. We'll get to those later. But available on the map we've got bakery, dairy, grain mill, sawmill, tailor shop. So we're at the sawmill now. So planks long, planks and wood beams. Doesn't do prefab walls or anything like that. Fairly standard. Grain mill we're going to come to in a moment. Again, these are all standard. They're not... they may have been tweaked and adjusted to fit the map, so they look more fitting on the map. Again, they're not just plonked down. Here's a base game grain mill wallop. You know, it has been tweaked. They're just not available to place. If we go back into here and we go to build menu and we go down to factories, you'll see that they're not. There's nothing here available to replace. They're not designed to be removed or extra ones added in, I think is the best way of putting that. Continuing on the road, we come to the grain mill just up the road, and another plot we purchased. So quite clearly, whoever owns the grain mill has a love of horses, because out the front we've got this barrel and rope made horse. Very cool. Grain mill just here, if you wanted to purchase it. There you go. And then to the side here, we're on plot 5. Did I not buy? I didn't buy plot 5. I missed it. Sorry. As I was going around, there you go. Plot 5. 153,744. Let's buy that. And that gets us our horses, or some horses, shall I say. Where are we? Animal dialogue box. 5 out of a potential 16 horses. And if you're on console, you know how much time it's going to take to exercise 5 horses daily. You might want to pare that down a little bit. That's entirely up to you. So, I still think there should be an option that you can exercise your horses yourself, or you press a button and someone you pay. You know, it might be horses exercised for you. You know, whatever it might be, and it's, I don't know, whatever it is, £100, euros or dollars, whether it's per horse or for all of your horses in your pen. You press that button, they've been exercised. So you don't have, I know there's options and stuff on PC, but I just think that'll make life a lot easier on console. But again, scripted mods and whatnot. Out to the main road. Let's head back down in towards the village. We're just going to nip across here. So just here we've got Land Trader North sell point. There you go. For various different things, and again, I know it's on every single map tour. If you're not sure what you can sell where, go into your prices menu, scroll down to any item, look across to the right, and it will tell you where. And on the map, if you're not sure where that place is on the map, you can click on it, and it will put a little marker, and you can follow that marker. It gives you direction and distance, and you can follow the marker towards the location. So you might have a contract that says you've got to sell at a certain place. You can do that if you want to, and after a while, you get used to where the sell points are on the map. Anyway. So next little plot we did purchase was plot 42, and that is actually behind this building, and plot 42 is sheep. We have got 8 out of 79, which are in this little field around the back of the house. It's just tucked away. Our feed and pallets points and stuff are all here and bedding. These doors do open. There's lighting as well if you want to come inside. A viewing gallery for the sheep, and obviously you can put goats in there as well if you wanted to. Then just here we've got the tailors around the back of the building. Then we're going to just go around the back here. Then the back here we've got a little vehicle workshop tucked away and a fuel point, little gas station-y type thing. Hop off the bike. So, fuel point just here. Repair point just here. This is not a vehicle shop. This is a workshop. So it is just the workshop here. But we can repair. Not repair and repaint. Just repair. That little workshop tucked around the back. Oh, did the gates not close? There we go. Back into the village. I told you it was a bit of a spiral. It's a weird kind of route round. I love that. People stood by their barbecue. Just waiting, you know. A watched barbecue never does its thing, you know. You know the old saying. You know how it goes. Right. Down the road a little bit further, we have got on our right. Wait for it. Dankeschön. We have got the bakery. Just there. And a little bit further along after the bakery we have got, oh yeah, there's a little crossing point. I love this. This might be what I use for the thumbnail actually. This little bridge here, we've got a water point just here over the bridge. And then just the other side of it, just here, we have got the sell point. This is, just check my notes, this is the grocery store sell point. Now what I was curious about this actually, so it's like a little farmer's market, grocery store. You can't buy the land this is on. And the sell point's just here, but when I looked, I'm assuming this is like the kiosks and stuff that these fill up when you bring stuff. When you come to the door, you can see in, and there are pallets and groceries, but I could not get this door to open. I thought, am I missing something? Unless there are certain opening hours. What's something 8:21? Yes, that's going to be it, isn't it? That's what that is. 9 till 6, is that right? I'm going to speed up time and just double check that. I think that's probably going to be it, isn't it? There we go, it was opening time, there we go. That's very cool. A Giants employee. It's like going to one of the events. Very cool indeed. Like I say, it is packed with detail. And for the megabyte download, I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how. Right, to our left, that's one of the sheds. So a little plot there you can buy, you get a 3-door garage. If you wanted that. We're going to go left here. Yes, we are. Now turning to the right, there's the back of the motocross circuit. Next up, another plot we did purchase, one of the pastures. This is plot 36. This is what I'm talking about. Look, you hit a little bump, the bike just goes, nope, not having it. There we go. Pasture here. 5 out of 41. Like I said, bottom left, we're at plot 36. Just a little open pasture, very nice. This barn can be used, utilised. Oh, I think this is another one we have to do the side door first. There we go. From here, we are heading up to Land Trade West. There's quite a lot going on at Land Trade West. It's all up here. I mean, it might be exactly the same size as Frulig. It feels a lot bigger. I don't know why. Might be the road layout, it might be the route I've taken in particular. Right, so Land Trade West. We've got a warehouse point as well here. So warehouse point for buying of pallets is just there. Ben's there on hand for a chat. We've got a debris crusher and we've got lime station. Oh, this one's buy lime and fertiliser. So debris crusher, lime and fertiliser, and we've got a manure buy point just here. So all of this on this side. If we go up to the end, whiz around the top. We've got slurry liquid manure buy point just here. And then come down this side. Got our animal dealer. And Katie just there. And then we've got our Land Trade West sell point, which is just there for your grain type crops and things. Right. From here, back down to the main road. It's funny how when you get a map like this, that's quite small, but it's intricate, there's a lot going on, and because there's all the extra plots of land that need to be purchased, and as you're going around sort of prepping and looking around the map to see what's where, you're finding all the different locations. The prep seems to take quite a while. The actual map tour itself doesn't take too long, because once you know where everything is, and you can kind of whiz around the map. Across the way here, with his land handle, or land trade plus, got a lot of sell points. So in fact, north, west with all that, plus just here. And you'll see what I'm talking about. When you look at the roads, it's not all one colour. It's, you know, there's marks and stuff you see where tractors have come in off on and off the fields. It's kind of mottled, weathered. But when we turn onto this next road, this is what I'm talking about. And I only know because I'm on this bike. Little parking area for walks and enjoying the countryside and other pursuits. So, if we turn down here, I hit a pothole. And I love this. Look, little stone bits, but they're actual, look. Actual potholes. How cool is that? The road is genuinely degraded. It's brilliant. Such a cool feature. Such a cool feature. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Round this way. Just here, we've got the dairy. Dorfmilch, just there. We come out to the main road here and we go right. We have got the main vehicle shop. What was this one? Oh, there you go. There you go. It says our main vehicle shop. Repair point. Vehicle shop. And this is the reset point for the map. So anything that gets reset or spawns, it spawns out the back of the shop. And again, it just has such a lived-in, natural feel to it. It's actually kind of main store shop on the map. We come down here, we come to the next plot that we did purchase. What was it, plot 18? Again, I don't think I've ever encountered a point, an area that looks like this. I always love that on a map when you that kind of, some maps is like not generic, but you know, you get a very samey feel to it. This had so much stuff on it that I was like, wow, that's cool. I haven't really seen that before or encountered that before. Here we've got bale and pallet storage for 80 items. Nothing in at the moment, but we can store stuff in here. And what we can store in it is greenhouse type stuff, because we've got greenhouse 1 and 2. So this was on, this was plot 18, wasn't it? Let's just double check. Yeah, plot 18 down the bottom here. What I like about this is, look, you've got these concrete kind of water troughs that you can draw water from for your greenhouses, but also what's being done very cleverly, I know you can tap. If you were to fall in, for example, we have got steps to get back out again, which is very handy. I know this. I know these things because I had to find it. So these are standard large tarp greenhouses, as far as I can tell, and we have 2 of them. There you go. This is greenhouse 1. Greenhouse 2 is behind for doing your standard greenhouse type things, which again, nice. It's having the pallet storage there as well next to it. Makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? This is one of those maps where you're not going to make your fortune. The fields, I mean, there are some big fields. I suppose you could probably make a fortune, depends on what productions and stuff you're running, but this is one of those lovely ones where you can get some small, medium-sized equipment, probably mostly small, and tinker about, do a few contracts with people, potter around the map, do your farming, you know, run a few little enterprises here and there. You probably could make some money, maybe change your tractor, get a newer small tractor, but still a small tractor. So just across here is what I was talking about. This is David is at this sort of farm here. We can't buy the land that it's on, but David's got some chickens just down there from sort of David, and this was something I was talking about just here. Look, so it makes me wonder whether it's got something to do. 1976, 1979, genuine pictures, unless they're just pictures that have been found on the internet, but it seems very specific, doesn't it? I'm trying to think, if we had some other colour maps, who else had done this, where you went up into the roof of the building and there was like the history of the town, and there was loads of pictures and stuff, which I thought was very cool. Anyway, that's there. I did Google Lens that yesterday, or last night when I was prepping, and I can't for the life of me remember what it said, but it's along those lines. Kind of like home is where the heart is type thing, not forgetting where you come from. So, this plot here, and we are at plot 26, was the next one we purchased. We've got sleep and wardrobe trigger just there. We have got some barn and building space. This has got a silo in it. No, was it a silo? No, this one here was the goat. So this is the goat farm dairy. So this is specifically for goat milk, do goat milk bottled and goat cheese. We have the dairy one at the other farm. This is specifically for goats. This animal pen out here, whilst it is a sheep and goat pen, has only got goats in it at the moment. So we've got 7 out of 74. We have goats in the field just here. And then here we've got a chicken pen, 4 out of 20. And a bit more barn and storage space just to the side. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. That one there is, well, as you can see, it's a silo. It's not this wasn't a bale and pallet. I'm not sure it just, oh no, silo, it's on my notes, hayloft. I was thinking, I didn't write down silo, no, it's hayloft. I don't know what the capacity is. I'm assuming as a hayloft it's going to be 250,000 litres, which is what the standard haylofts are. I'm assuming it's just the hayloft script has been used and put inside this building, potentially. But we have got a hayloft, so hayloft is there. From here, I'm going to turn up here. Now this was that plot I said about this one here, and this is curious because we got, I thought, oh, we got another chicken pen, that's quite cool. And this little plot next to us is a plot you can purchase that gets you another shed. So I said that other shed earlier, so you can get this shed. These chickens are just there for visual. You can't buy the pen. If we come to here, plot 30, we can buy it, which has the pen next to it. If I buy that, you watch the trigger come up there. Yeah, nothing comes up for the actual chickens themselves. And I'm sure when I came and do my prep there was a cockerel in there. It's over the back. No. So I don't know if they just spawn randomly, but anyway. So there's a shed available there if you want the shed. A shed. Across the way, restaurant sale point. Just there. You fancy stopping for a bite to eat? Rest your weary legs. Or weary soul, it depends. Around the back of here, there's a lovely little pond, and there's a little water point here. I know I say it a lot now, but it's that weird thing on was it 15, 17 when you did 17 when you did map tours. That was the first time we had mods on console. Was finding a water point was really important, and did they have them on the map, and where were they? There are so many water points available in the mod hub now. You don't necessarily have to worry, but there is a water point here as well, like there was the one over the bridge as well. But again, look at the way that's built. Isn't that cool? And then heading out to our final point on the map we're going to be looking at, and this is Land Trade South. Turn in here. Just looking at the little tuk-tuks, like the little Citroen vans and stuff. It's this sort of map that lends itself to that, doesn't it? Or one of the little mini lorries, you know, the Oriental Japanese style, you know, just pootling around, selling your wares, doing what you need to do, and there you go. Let's do that. And that. That is the map. I think it is stunning. It's an absolute cracker. That is Daheim by colour. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you choose to do. Thanks for watching.